Welcome to the Jamaica Study Abroad Spring 2019. I am Dr. Humphrey. Ms. Rosette Penn, if you'll please stand up. And I took 8 juniors and 1 senior on the trip this year to Jamaica, so I'm going to turn it over to them. Thank you for coming, and thank you, Dr. Daniel, for supporting us every year on this venture.
Hi, I'm Alex. I'm a junior.
I'm Kimberly, and I'm a junior.
I'm Lateria, and I'm a junior.
I'm Maggie, and I'm a junior.
I'm Anna, I'm a senior.
I'm Jasmine, and I'm a junior.
I'm Nadia, and I'm a junior.
I'm Christina, and I'm a junior.
And I'm Brett, and I'm also a junior.
So this is our presentation about the trip that we took over spring break to Jamaica. So a little information about Jamaica. The map over here is all of Jamaica, and we went to a variety of places on this map. The population's about 2.7 million people, so even though it's a small island, it has a lot of people on the island. The government follows under the English system, the British system, and so there's a picture up there that has an overview of what it is. It's a democracy, it became independent from England in 1962, and it's a parliamentary democracy. So that's what the government system is. So basically what that means is the Queen is actually the head of state, and then she appoints a governor general, who's this man up here. And he is the representative in Jamaica, and then they also have a prime minister, who's that man right there. They're known for a variety of different things, but one of the main things that Jamaica is known for is its Blue Mountains, which they have coffee from, which we actually got to partake in tasting while we were there. It's very good coffee. They also have limestone, which is a big industry there as well. So that's just a kind of a brief overview of Jamaica in general.
Hello. Okay. So this was our home for the week. We stayed at the Fairhaven Mission House. It's run by Jamaica Link Ministries. Pastor Dave at the bottom, he started this. And Miss Mary, she's from the States. She runs it. She's been there for about 20 years, and she's going to give it to somebody else soon, but she'll still visit. They house us, they feed us, they coordinate our trip, and Michael down there at the bottom, he's our bus driver. He got us everywhere and suggested places we should go. This is located right on Hip Strip, so you're immersed in the culture. When you step out of the little common area, you're on the street. There's vendors selling things to you, and it's not like you're in a resort. You're not going to see anybody that looks like you there. It's right by the beach. And they do church services, and we got to attend the church service that Sunday, and it was a lot like our church. I mean, I knew some of the songs, but it was a really good service, and they do a lot for their community there.
Okay, so the places we went to West Haven Children's Home, which is a home for disabled children. We went to the Garland Orphanage. We went to St. James Infirmary, which is like what we would consider a nursing home. We went to Savannah Del Mar, which is a public hospital. And we went to Rastafari, which is a culture within a culture. They live differently than the Jamaicans. They live differently than we do. We'll talk about that later. And we went to Island Gully and Glistening Waters.
Okay, so one of the first things we did, we went to West Haven Children's Home, and it's home to over 80 children with moderate to severe needs. It was about a staff of 50, and a lot were nurses and equivalent of what we have as CNAs here in the States. Their age ranges from about to 8 to 30 years old, and a lot of the kids here had pretty much been here all their lives. Some were wheelchair bound, some were mobile. It was a wide range. And so what we did was we just interacted with the children. So we blew bubbles. We read to some of the children. We also helped the staff up here in this picture. We folded some of their clothes and just did whatever they would like us to do. Like I know Anna, she got to roll one of the younger girls in the wheelchair, and we would give her high fives, and she really loved that. And then in the next slide, there's more pictures. And so right here, this is a picture of Anna, and that's me blowing bubbles in the background. Up here, I'm also reading to another child, and then there's Maggie interacting with another child as well. This was personally my favorite thing to do just because I have a brother who is special needs, so it was really a humbling experience to get to work with these children, and hopefully that they got the same experience as we did.
Okay, we went to Garland Hall Orphanage. When we got there, most of the kids were in school, so we didn't get to see as many as we could have, but the kids were so happy to see us. We took jump ropes and we took soccer balls for them to play with. We also took little goodie bags that had like toothbrush, nail file, and stuff like that, just little hygiene items to help them out. They were just happy to see other people and to be able to play. They had a really nice facility with a soccer like court on there, and they had a really nice playground area. But the picture of the girl and the boy with me in the swing, that little girl actually braided my hair. Before we went, I was told that they love to braid hair, and most of us had already had our hair braided, so I offered to let her braid my hair, and they are brother and sister. And this orphanage is privately owned, and most of the children here are 9 to 13, and they come into the system because they were either neglected, abused, or their family died for some reason. And once they're in the system, they normally stay in the system until they age out of it. So it was really humbling to get to see these kids and to just play with them and have a good time with them. And since most of us already had our hair braided, we braided the kids' hair and played soccer. And the kids were really sweet. They just had a good time interacting with us.
We also went to St. James Infirmary. Like Brett said earlier in the presentation, it's basically a nursing home. It's open to adults who are no longer to take care of themselves or family members who can no longer provide for them. And so it was separated by gender, so the men were up on a hill and the women were lower. And like this, we didn't get to interact with as many of these individuals because they had taken them to get checked for eye exams. But the ones we did, so when we talked with the women, they were really sweet, and I think they were happy that they were talked to individuals because they're pretty much bedridden and can't really do much. So I think they really enjoyed us coming to see them. And then we also gave them goodie bags with nail files, hygiene products. And when we went to see the men, we met Mr. Mark up here.